to 90 Day with Nana. I'm Joleen. This is Nana. It's Monday night, which I hope is your favorite night. And we are going to break down all things 90 Day Fiancé Season 8, The Tell-All. But first things first, you guys, make sure you smash that like. We have a goal of getting to, what should we say, Nana?
Oh, I'd say, at least 35. We can do
35. I think we could do better than 35, Nana.
Honey, if I say 35, then we'll get a lot more. It's just my way of looking at things.
Oh, you're telling the secrets. Okay. All right, cool. So 35 likes, but if we can get 100, Nana will take her top off. All right, objectifying my mother.
Again?
Subscribe. Also, you guys, I pinned a comment in the comments. I pinned a comment in the comments. That sounds very strange, but I did. I'm almost to 500 subs on Joleen Vlogs. The goal is to get to 1,000 because at 1,000, that's when I can start monetizing, going live, all that stuff. And Nana's going to be coming to visit me early May, and we're going to be going on some, we'll be fully vaccinated by then. We're going to be going on a couple little adventures, and I'm going to be putting videos of those exclusively on my vlog channel. So Joleen Vlogs, I put a link for it. If one of my mods could repost it, that would be great. So make sure you subscribe, because if you're not, you'll miss all the me and Nana fun that we have on our vlogs, as we're like, we'll probably go in a couple of casinos. We're going to go look at houses in different places.
All right.
Pool. If you want to see Nana in her swimmer suit.
That's not pretty. And I didn't know we were going to go to the casinos, but okay.
We might. We're going to Vegas and staying in a casino.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to look at houses there.
I know. I'm just kind of a little nervous about that.
I'm nervous too, but we're going to wear masks. We're going to be safe. We're going to wash our hands. It's going to be okay. I think we're going to be
okay.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous about that because, you and Dad were talking about it. Then I'm in the background going, and that just,
Oh, no, Nana. Well, okay. We'll talk more. But as of now, we might run into Brian Christopher. Will that help you with your fears?
Yeah. I just,
wow.
I was a little wired yesterday. I was just like, oh my God, what do we do? What's this? What's that? So, okay.
What's going on? All right. Well, I understand. I get the COVID anxiety too about going back out into the world. I had a little mini panic attack at Target when I was with Chell. Mostly because I was looking at clothing and I didn't like my new size. And everything felt really tight. And I ended up going into the parking lot saying we should leave. And we went into the parking lot, and I took my underwear felt very tight. So I took my underwear off. I took my pants off, and I took my underwear, put my pants on because I had yoga pants on. And I don't really like wearing underwear under yoga pants. Is that weird? Okay, Nana. So I was like, do you have a scissors? And Chell's like, what are you talking about? Like, I want to cut my thong off. Because it was real, as it is, thongs are tight. And I didn't want a VPL. Instead, I wanted the little dents on my butt to show. I'm very proud of those. And so I didn't have a scissors. So I took it off. So then Chell, because he's a good husband, was like, what would make you feel better? And we had talked about before me going to get my nails done for the first time since 2019.
Oh, those look pretty. So I didn't want to show mine.
So I went to get that done, and I talked about that with Busy a little bit. I might have a staph infection. I don't, guys. I don't. But they did pull a nail in my toe, and I started bleeding everywhere, and I was very Nana about it. I felt bad for the guy because I could tell he was worried. It happens all the time. My stupid toe. It's so dumb. And blood was, and then a coworker of his came over and was like, what'd you do to her toe? And he was like, it's an accident. And I was like, oh my God, it's not his fault. I have gnarly toes. Like, they're horrible. But Chell dropped me off there. And as I'm bleeding out, Chell decided to go order us some dinner and then also go get the car washed. And when he was getting the car washed, he texts me, Nana. And I was going to share this text on Twitter because I thought it was just hilarious. And he said, he asked me,
are your underwear still off? Yeah.
My underwear is still off. But he said, should I throw away your thong? And I said, sure. I'm giving up undies on most days. Like, I just decided I'm not going to wear underwear for a little bit. And he said, I feel like I'm committing a marital crime getting rid of a thong at a car wash. I'm like, yes, you are, sir. You are.
Well, somebody's going to think that they had quite a car wash.
He's probably
buff and shine. Yeah. Yeah. I just,
Okay, you okay?
Yes,
I got rid of my thong. He threw it away.
Okay.
Boy, that's the end of the story. Just, do you ever feel like you feel so anxious that even your underwear feel tight? You're like, I need it off. I need to breathe. Everything needs to breathe.
I just had a meltdown day yesterday. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was just crabby. And it had to do with this idea of, yes, we're coming out there to see you, but we weren't going to do any of this with the casinos. Okay. That was my understanding. But then you and Dad talked, and that's fine. Okay. And, Dad working his magic as far as how to get almost a freebie room. It just made me a little anxious, and I didn't know where to put it. I didn't know where to put it. I was just getting mad about things, and I was getting nervous because I said, oh my God, we've been in the house, for a year, and all of a sudden now we're going to go right into the flames. Yeah, I know. I just feel like it just makes me a little nervous. We both
had anxiety and panic yesterday. We're on the same anxiety cycle.
That was so fun. It was just so fun because Dad goes right away, are you taking your meds? I go, yes, I took my nut pill. Well, what about the vitamins? I go, oh, no, fuck them vitamins. Anyway, I should be taking the vitamins too. Okay. I mean, thanks for caring.
From Nana, fuck those vitamins.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I don't know. Nothing seemed to suit me yesterday. And that's a shame because
Did you feel me feeling tight in my thong? Because we're on the same mother-daughter wavelength. Were you like, something's wrong with Joleen? Her thong's too tight. I'm having anxiety. I feel like
no, it was all about me and kind of like screw the world. That's where I was. It was all about me.
All right.
Thanks guys for joining us. I'm sorry I had to just throw that out there. I mean, I felt bad for Linda. Linda called me last night and I go, hi.
Producer Linda, you were short with.
I mean, I'm sure Linda was ready to go, well, this is a fun conversation. I just was like, I don't know. I just couldn't get it together. And Sarah Lunzer saying sorry she's late. Okay, hi Luz.
No, that's okay. I understand because when I was talking to Dad about the casinos in Vegas, I said, well, people are wearing masks, right? He goes, yes. And I said, oh, you probably can't smoke then, which is good. You'll have their masks on. He goes, well, I think people can smoke. I'm like, well, then
you can smoke and you can drink.
Mask off. But I feel like the people who smoke regularly are kind of going to be like, I'm just going to keep it off because I'm going to light another one soon. Do you know what I mean? So that's one thing that I worry about. No, you don't smoke anymore.
No, but that would have been me. I should have said that would have been me. I would have just, had one.
Shout out to Realification for the first super chat of the broadcast.
Thank you. 643. I love that. 643. I like that. Thank you, Realification.
If you want to support the channel, super chat's a great way to do it. Nana gets very excited. 643. This is for Busy Blue. It will drive him crazy. It's because last night's stream, Nana, Busy Blue doesn't know how to do the super chats to a random number. You know how you can just do like $4.99, $9.99, but you can put in your own number. And I told everyone not to tell them, so we just kept surprising them with different super chats. And Lucy says, "Oh, Nana." And
I know that's what I always get. I know that's what I always get. Evelyn, you're saying the brain gets anxious when we go out of our comfort zones. That's where I'm at. Thank you. After the past year, our comfort zone is very small. And we understand that we will have some anxiety as we expand our lives again. And I guess, I know we were going through Vegas we're going to look at some model homes and different things like that when we're out there.
Because your girl might be living in Vegas, maybe, possibly. Nana's been looking at some Minnesota houses. You can give the update on that, but sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's just fine. And it's just that it just came on so sudden. I didn't think we were spending the night. I thought we were just coming back to Chell and Jolene's where they're staying. And then all of a sudden we're staying at a casino. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so. And I was just, it just kept building from there. And nothing was right yesterday with the world. And I hate when I get like that because I know better. And I know all those things like, there's a lot of people out there that have a lot worse than you do. And
It doesn't mean you can't feel your feelings.
I didn't care. Okay.
I didn't care about those people, Nana. You don't care about those people. Miss Sia, thank you so much for the second super chat of the broadcast. Thank you, Joleen Nana, for keeping me company. We'll always keep you company. Thank you. And Sarah Lunzer, aka Lucy Lunzer, says, "Don't smoke, Nana. I am trying to get Kim to stop." And Kim is Lucy's other grandma.
Honey, I know I'm not. I'm just, she's so funny because she says, Nana, I thought she quit years ago. Well, honey, so did I. And that's just all I said to
He
her
lies
because
to us, Lucy, but she's getting it right. She's getting it right. We're just stay on her. I'm glad I have a Lucy on my team because before I had like dad and my brother were a little more like just let Nana be, and I just stayed on her booty. And now Lucy's just like me, so she stays on her booty too. So I love it. Skivo, thank you for the 420, Nana. We got 420.
Ooh, 420. That has something
Nana
to
did
do
this.
with pot. 420.
Yes, Nana, it does. Love
Yes,
you both.
it does.
We love you right back.
Thank you.
And Brandy, thank you. You want to read it, Nana?
I do. I see a slot in Nana.
Nana is a slot.
Nana is a slot. Put it in a slot, Nana. Sick all week with kidney infection. That's terrible. And a migraine and family trip to Vegas with my adult kids on Wednesday. Need a laugh to feel better. Okay. All right.
Yeah, get it, Brandy. You report back to us and tell us how Vegas is, because it sounds like Brandy's going to Vegas with the adult kids on Wednesday, and we hope you get better because, man, sick all week with a kidney infection. Oh, and a migraine. I mean, just one of those is enough. So 2 is like, jeez, leave Brandy alone. Chronically Brianna, thank you for the 365 days in a year.
Oh, Chronically Brianna's watching with her mom. Hi, Mom.
Hey. Hi, Chronically Brianna's mom.
I bet Chronically Brianna's mom's younger than me. Everybody is. Okay.
Maybe Chronically Brianna's mom is my age. People's moms are my age. That's weird to say. Sometimes when you don't have kids yourself, you're like, there's moms my age. But it's like, duh, girl, you're not 20. So,
well, duh, girl. I would just like to say thank you, Chronically Brianna. Thank you. And thanks for having your mom join us.
Yes, thank your mom for having you.
So there. So I would just like to say I got the most wonderful gift in the mail. Oh. Enjoy your gift. Happy Easter from Eric Spear.
Oh my gosh, we have Eric Spear here. Eric Spear is here.
Eric, let me tell you.
What did Eric? I don't even know about this.
I know. I didn't share it. Look at this hobo bag.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
Is that the cutest? And look at all the different pockets. And right away, I kept thinking, well, I could put my cigarettes here and I'll put my phone here, because that's the way I'd think. I thought that for years. Okay. So I'm just trying to keep it together. Yep. This is the most darling bag. Thank you so much. This is going to Vegas with me. And
it also came list, and you guys can check out our Amazon lists. The lists are in the description.
Came with this, isn't that cute? And it is a darling little bag, and I can put my bag. This is a darling little bag, and I can put my Depends in here. I'll just fold them over about 16 times.
You can put your Poise pads in there, Nana.
Perfect. Poise pads with an elephant. I'm sure this doesn't mean the Republican Party. I know it doesn't. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I just love it.
Oh my gosh, Eric, that is so sweet. Straight off Nana's Amazon wish list. Thank you so much. Nana, that's gonna be live in the vlog. So make sure you guys are subscribed to Joleen Vlog so you can see Nana live in action, her swimmer suit and her purse and her Poise pads. Oh my gosh, wait till you see Nana in a Poise pad and a one piece. Oh, fire. Yes, your Chronically Brianna's mom will be 59. She's a baby.
She's a baby. Oh, honey.
And
she is a baby.
Do we see Fat Phil on Chan's channel? He is hot. I know Fat Phil is hot because he and I have FaceTimed, and I've seen him in pictures with Busy Blue, and he's very, very pretty.
He is.
He's a very beautiful man.
He is pretty.
Yes. And look at Brandy's like, I'm your age and my youngest is 21. See, there are real moms,
really?
Like real
I'm your age
moms.
and my youngest is 21. Okay. So, wow. Yeah. I don't think
Brandy's
of it
like
that
a
way.
response. I know because you think of me as a kid because I haven't procreated. But if you think about it, your son, who's 37 now, my brother, he'll be 38. He has 2 kids, Nana. Your baby has 2 babies. That's crazy.
And 2 puppies now. We got a brand new grandson. They don't have a name for him. He's very cute. He looks like Biscuit. Now, I thought that was cute, what you guys were saying, Biscuit and Gravy, name him Gravy.
That's what
I thought that would be cute. I think that's a cute name, but they haven't named him yet. They just have to kind of see what's going. Thank you.
His name was,
Brianna, thanks you like that cute bag? I like the bag. It's just great.
His name, they rescued him and his name was Zorro, but since he's only like a year old, they don't love the name Zorro, so they're going to pick something else. So yeah,
I-
they wanted to try it out and see if he got along with their other dog Biscuit, and he did. They play together. So
Do you guys remember the Our Gang series? The Little Rascals. Little Rascals. They had the dog Pete. Pete was white, and then he had that thing right around his eye. That's what this dog looks like.
Yes, he does.
Really
look
cute.
like that. He's so cute. ALS says it's a Scorpio thing, Nana. I felt the same yesterday. Glad to catch a live tonight. You guys are the highlight of my Monday. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad I wasn't alone. And I wish I could have touched base with you yesterday because just nothing, nothing was fun. Dad went to, I'm sorry, I'm going back.
Like Lucy, nothing was fun.
Nothing was fun.
Oh.
And Dad went to, I dropped him off at Menards to pick up something. And then I was going to Aldi's to get keto bread. Okay. So I got some keto bread. I got some half and half.
Okay.
And I went by those, what are those things called? They're those coffee cakes that we like.
Oh, you're talking about the ones from Wisconsin.
Yes.
And they're the round. What are they called? They have them at Trader Joe's.
Kringles. It's this thin and it's just raspberry goodness. Okay.
I had a raspberry one a couple weeks back. Yeah.
Well, I had a whole raspberry one yesterday because I snuck it up in the bedroom and I turned on Frasier and I watched like 4 episodes of Frasier like this, eating the whole thing myself. Dad didn't know about it. I ran downstairs. I put it in a paper bag and threw it in the garbage. Now, that's denial.
Now, do you
I got the
Dad's
keto bread though.
You think Dad's watching right now?
If he is, I'm really sorry I didn't share it because he's been so good about this diet stuff. And I said, enough. Okay. So Reification, $5. And that's for Lucy. Oh my gosh. Lucy, you're making money here, honey. So, and we did hear what you had to say in the chat. And we are going to do an Amazon wish list for Lucy kiddos. Because she's getting, her birthday will be in June.
Lucy's going to be 7 and Frankie's going to be 4. I cannot believe it.
Oh, she calls him Zozo. Zozo's cute.
I said they should name him Jojo Siwa. And she was like, no, Joleen, we're not naming him Jojo Siwa. And I was like, why? Jojo Siwa is cute and powerful, as is this dog.
Oh, I says, how about Nana? It's a boy dog. I said, well, how about Nana? I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yes, Nana needed some sugar. It's okay. We're all.
I did, but the whole thing. I mean, let's not make any bones about it. Okay. I ate the whole thing thinking I could eat this piece during Frasier and then I'll eat this piece during Gilligan's Island. And I was checking out what I was going to do that night. And I'm telling you, by the time it got to car 54, where are you? It was gone. And I felt like just a pig. And I smiled for the first time yesterday. I smiled. Okay. Let's get to it. I know. So again, Eric, thank you for that hobo bag. I love the hobo bag. Big.
He loves the bag. Eric Spear, you're the best. Annie, or Ani, you guys crack me up. Love you too. P.S. Jillian, please move to Cottage Grove so we can be neighbors. I've actually looked at homes in Cottage Grove. And Nana went and toured a couple of homes for me, and I was on FaceTime. The problem is right now it's definitely a seller's market, and everything is priced very high, which is great for people selling their homes, but also people are offering the past couple houses I looked at in Minnesota, people were offering $20,000 to $30,000 more than the asking price. And so a lot of them are the highest valued homes on their block. And one thing our realtor says is you don't want to be the highest, right? Deanna says you want to be she says it in a lot better way because she's a professional, but you don't want to be the big dog in the neighborhood. Yeah.
And when the other houses
helping everybody else's property go up, you want someone to help you.
Dad and I mean, we've still been walking. Did you get my gift, Nana?
Yes,
you made the
Eric.
most. Oh, Eric, you didn't hear this. Yes. I love this. This is darling. This is where I'm going to put my, Depends in. Yes. Mm-hmm. I got it. And then I did get it. And I just mentioned it just a bit ago. You must have just missed it. This hobo bag. Look at how cute this is. Does this just scream 70s? It does to me. Yes, and it has the nice strap. So I absolutely adore it. I got so excited. Here I thought it was the damn t-shirts I bought for Paul from Kohl's, big white t-shirts. because I made him throw all his away, and I'm going to use them to clean the windows. But this is beautiful. And I thought it was the t-shirts, but when I opened it and I saw it was for me, it was so much better. It was so much better.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That's so awesome. Okay. Yes. Smash that like. Okay, Nana, we have so much to get into because it was part 1 of the tell-all.
Yes.
And I know you have Nana notes, and I know
I do.
Realification already put a bid on your Nana notes.
So that's wonderful.
Unless someone outbids Realification, Nana can mail you the notes. But if you guys in the chat and you want some Nana notes, let us know.
That's right.
And so
and we're gonna get this started. I love Nana saying the whole word hobo. Hobo. We hold our O's here in Minnesota. Come sit on my boat with me. You know,
I thought you were going to say sit on something else, and I was a little worried.
Well, I would be worried. Let's talk about my bush, shall we? Let's take a look. Yeah. Isn't it beautiful?
Nana, your bush is flourishing.
Thank you.
It's such a giant. Is that a coffee cup back there?
Yes. Isn't that cute? It's another one. It's another one of these little.
It's your smaller bush.
It's a smaller bush. You can go
Nana has multiple
medium
bushes.
or small. It keeps the marriage alive.
Speaking of bushes, Nana's crush in this world, Jacob's Canvas, my BFF Jake, is in the chat, and we are just talking about Nana's giant and small bush. Jake, thank you for joining.
Thank you, Jake, for coming in. Okay, real quick.
We have to do Who's Dead
with Nana.
And also, Nana, I'm going to see Jake and Katie. So my friend who lives out here, Katie, who I haven't seen in over a year, we ran into each other at a Target. But since the panic-cooking, but Jake's vaccinated, Katie's vaccinated, I'm going to get my second vax. So after you leave a couple weekends later, Jake is going to come down and we're going to get our DC Destiny's Child crew back together. So,
honey, that sounds wonderful.
And guess what? You know, last time you were here, we went to Katie's.
I loved it.
Giant slide.
Oh, Katie, what a beautiful home you have. Yes.
We rented it again. Katie rented another slide just for us. So,
honey, did you want me to come down? Do you want me to just stay so I can go down the slide again?
Stay.
I love that. That was her daughter's birthday we were at, and it was really fun. And I was so glad that they invited me and didn't make me stay in the car. That was fun.
No,
thank you.
We let you come out. We had her in the car
with
the air on, and we were like, stay in there. No, of course, Nana, you're always invited. You're the star. Okay, now into Who's Dead with Nana, which we don't have an intro for, so we always play Ask Nana. Yes, good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
Job. So proud of you.
I'm ready for Jeopardy. Okay, Joleen, what is a pussy?
All right.
Oh my God, that's just terrible. Anyway, I see Chronically Brianna grabbed already. I see where she put it in there already. DMX. Yes, he passed away at 50 years old. 50. That's nothing.
The babes.
That's nothing. That's so young. Oh, honey. And he did have some issues with drug problems and stuff, substance abuse. Here's someone.
Are you a DMX fan, Nana?
No, honey.
He had a lot of dogs in his video, and he was like,
No, I'm sorry. I missed that. I must have been listening to the Temps or the Tops.
All right. Well, it's kind of like the Temps and the Tops. I will play a DMX song for you, but I feel as though I'm going to get monetized.
Let's not do that. That's okay.
I just wish you knew a DMX song.
I know he was popular. It had to be the 80s and 90s, maybe the 90s.
It was the 90s. You know, you had the Rough Riders. He's gonna X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. X go. What else?
Oh yeah,
it's just really classics. No, I mean,
I had that one at my wedding. That's really good.
Here. Y'all gonna make me go all out up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here. Okay, y'all gonna make me lose my cool up in here, up in here. I'm gonna give it to you, but it's gonna be quick. S my D. S my D. I don't know. That's the
So, well, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I'm sorry I murdered your songs. Like, I'm so sorry about that. But yeah,
that's okay. Rest in peace, DMX. That was very nice, Joleen. And Prince Philip. There wasn't more than one. Prince Philip passed away. And Joleen goes, oh, how old was he? I said 99. In June 10th, he would have been 100. And Joleen says, well, what did he die of? Well, we don't say that when you get like 9,900. Just you. That's a nice long life. You could see pictures of him prior to this. It didn't appear that he was feeling very well.
He was
I don't
very
know.
lucky to live as long as he did. And Queen Elizabeth, I think she's 94. Is that what I said, Nana?
That is correct. 94. So those are the two that really
did Phil Donahue die?
No.
Okay. Nana's like, no, let me Google it right quick. I don't.
Oh gosh, no, please don't tell me that. That's that girl's husband. No. Yes.
What's her name?
Marlo Thomas. No. Phil Donahue. No. Let's not start that. Oh my gosh, yes.
I think Realification asked, did Phil Donahue die? And I saw it in the chat, so that's why I asked. But it doesn't look like he died. So keep it going, Phil. Hang in there.
He's the one that's, when he started out, and that was in the 80s, early 80s, and he would run around to his audience and put the mic in front of their mouths, and like, okay, what do you think? And stuff like that. It was fabulous. I just loved Phil Donahue. And when he got together with Marlo Thomas, what a wonderful combination that is. Anyway.
Y'all gonna make me smash that like in the chat. In the chat. Y'all gonna make me super chat. $4.99, $5.99. I don't know. Okay, go ahead, Nana. Make me stop, Nana. Make me stop.
Okay, so that was Who Is Dead with Nana. And okay, that was great. Now let's get into this. Gloria Henry died. Oh, she played Dennis's mom? No. Linda, serious? Gloria Henry?
No.
I just looked them up. Yesterday. Well, I always look those people up. I like to see what Jay North is doing. That's Dennis the Menace. And I thought to myself, I wonder who's still alive from that show. And Gloria Henry died. She had to be in her 90s. She still looked beautiful.
She died April 3rd in Los Angeles.
Oh, honey, I didn't know that.
So a year younger than Prince, the beautiful woman. The death was confirmed by her daughter, Erin Elwood. Miss Henry was 36 and a veteran of more than 24 films in 1959 when she was cast as Alice Mitchell, the gentle, tolerant, but constantly horrified mother in Dennis the Menace, a sitcom based on Hank Ketchum popular comic strip.
Oh, that was such a good show. It was such a good show.
Gloria.
I think you drive a Honda.
And then did have a...
That's what Linda's son used to think it was. Gloria, I think you drive a Honda.
Well, we did have Nikki Graham, and she is a legend in the BB community. And Miranda and I discussed it. If you watch the end of me and Miranda's live from this Saturday on the Challenge, All Stars and Double Agents, I did a little, not tribute, but just spoke about Nikki Graham and what she meant to the Big Brother community and how great she was. And unfortunately, she died at the age of 38 from anorexia, which is an eating disorder she had been battling for much of her life. She wrote 2 books about it. She was on many iterations of Big Brother, from UK to Celebrity UK to BB Can. She was just an iconic reality star. So rest in peace to Nikki Graham and her family and her mom.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Still alive. I know.
That's horrible, because you never want to, you don't want to outlive your kids, I mean, yeah, you just don't want to.
It's horrendous. So
Master of Blackjack Channel 2.
Yeah, we love Master of Blackjack. Has the best sense of humor. I don't think they'll do a joint, but they'll be like, y'all gonna make me do a joint. Funeral with Prince Philip. Funeral with Prince Philip. I don't know why I keep doing this, but this just feels right. So I did it. All right. So Nana, we got to get in to these Nana notes, because this tell-all, the people had so much to say about each other's stories. I thought Rebecca was saying so much, as was Yara. She was very opinionated, as was Julia. And Julia kind of surprised me. I was like, Julia, calm down. I mean, she's young.
She's young. And some of the stuff that came out of her mouth, I wanted to say, sit down, go sit by your dish. Don't, next to the pigs and the sheep and everything else.
She was just like, go to the gym club. And it's like, oh, honey,
to the gym club.
That's easy to lose weight. Now you're 25, 24, 23, however old you are. Not for everybody, but if you don't have any kind of pre-existing thing, if you're just naturally kind of a thin person and you're in your 20s, it's a breeze. But as you get older, especially as a woman, your hormones change, different things, men too. And it's very difficult to lose weight. Even now, going from 35 to 41, I'm just like, oh shit, with the way I'm eating right now, I would have lost 10 pounds and I haven't lost an ounce yet. So for her to look at Rebecca, who's had a whole life and a bunch of kids and a bunch of marriages, she's got a lot of baggage
I know.
she carries.
She does.
And she's like,
true.
get to the gym club. And it's like, it's like 90% what you put in your mouth. And then it's obviously you want to move your body and exercise is good for your joints, and your body, but you have it's hormones and it's all, and I was proud of Yara because Yara mentioned that, Yara
yes. And I'm glad Yara jumped on that and said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did Hazel say one word? She did. Hazel did say a couple words. Yeah. She wasn't very vocal about this. She did mention that she didn't do anything with, what's the other little girl that they brought in? Minty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she only talked when Minty came on a little bit. Yeah. So we did see, I'm sorry we didn't see Stephanie and Ryan in this. They aren't going to be appearing.
Stephanie, she's trying to sue and she's trying to expose. So the 90 days, not today, Stephanie.
I don't think they could sober up enough to get her on TV. I think that was the problem. Let's keep her straight for a little bit and get her on. I'm not sure she's going to be on the Tell All 2. And will there be a Tell All 3? Is it going to be 1 and 2? I was trying to Google that today and I don't know what else happened. Okay. Bonnie mentioned something in the chat that I just want to address because I haven't been watching the news today. Uh-oh. She said St. Paul and Minnie.
Don't make it anything too serious so that we're
okay.
You know what I mean? I think I know where you're headed, and I
don't. Bonnie, I think I'll message you. I think
there's a trigger warning too for stuff like that because it's I think because are you going to talk about the stuff happening in Minneapolis?
Yes, so I will. I think, okay.
Just because that can trigger a lot of people because there's a lot of people that experience that on a daily basis. So I just would rather maybe they know we're going to talk about that before we get into it.
Okay. And Dr. Melanie is here and I'm not knocking doctors tonight. Yay. And Dr. Melanie, thank you for joining us. And she wanted to know, when do you think Andrew's last shower was? Now his hair, a legitimate question. His hair was fluffy this time, and he seems that he's growing it out.
He's a damn sociopath.
He did clean this up. I think he's nuttier than a fruitcake. When he walked in with his little backpack, I thought, oh my gosh. And I thought, and what is his girlfriend's name, or was his fiance's name? Aria? Am I saying it wrong? Amira.
Yep, Amira.
Amira.
Poor Amira. She's like, I just don't want to have to look at him. He's a gaslighter. He's a manipulator. He's a neckbeard. Literal, the dude is a literal basement Mountain Dew chugging neckbeard. She's like, I just don't want to have to look at him. He's like, I don't have control of the situation. I want to be able to stare her down. I want to be able to, he freaked the F out, bro. You're on the stage. He's not even there. And he's just freaking weird. And before he got there, they were talking crap about him. And it seems like the rest of the 90-day cast kind of feels the same as I think most of the viewers, that he's a creep.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he's got any fans there. In fact, somebody was saying, I don't like him at the beginning of the show. And they weren't showing exactly who was saying it.
Yes.
And Andrew, you got some issues and leave then. So Amira can say her piece and then they'll bring you back and you can say your piece that no one will understand or care
about because you're a liar. Now, Daddy Loudpack, I love your name, is saying Colt versus Big Ed. Colt versus Big Ed. Who's more cringe, Nana?
Oh, Big Ed.
For sure. Because Colton is cringe, but he's not a PEDO. You know what I mean? And if you say that word on live, then they'll demonetize you.
I know.
But really, Big Ed has legit, I think, essay allegations against him and also messing with very young women in general, but then who knows? I mean, I don't know. I think Big Ed is gross. He's disgusting, and I don't know why TLC even F's with him. He's not funny. He's not charming. He's not anything. You have Colton, so maximize that and the Speedo situation and the mom with the slot machine in her kitchen.
I understand that.
I can get on board with that, but Big Ed, and he's just a predator.
Big Ed, no, and Big Ed, they both have moms. Because both their moms have picked him up from the airport before, but Big Ed is way more cringy, and Rawan is saying the same thing. Thank you,
Rawan. Yeah, and
Rawan,
is surprisingly has game, and he does. I mean, he surprisingly kind of gets some women, but
We don't know why.
It's always those dudes that are like, oh, I'm a photographer. Let me tell you, after living in LA for 7 years, how many photographers, male photographers, were creepy AF. I'm not saying all of them are. I'm just saying there's a certain type that's lured into like, oh, I take pictures of women, and and you're just like, okay,
I bet
like,
you
come
do.
to my studio. How about you take off your top, get more comfortable? I'm like, how about you get kicked in the butthole? Because I'm literally going to kick you in your butthole. Like,
hey, Lucy is still on. Listen to your
she's
auntie.
not. She's
Okay.
not. She's not.
All right, here we go.
Ed is an artiste. He's an artiste.
Yes, he is. We'll get started. Tell all part 1. Ooh, do, do,
Yes.
do, do. And her name is Shawn Robinson. She is the commentator, moderator, if you will, that was asking the questions.
Her. Like she's always been the commentator.
I know, but
like
this time, no, but this time I remembered her name. I thought that was huge on my part.
So yeah, Shawn was there, and Shawn doesn't even have to do much work. She just has to lead them in, and then everyone else does the questioning that she doesn't have to, you know.
I love the way she dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Sharp. Yeah, she is.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie and Mike, they came separately. That says a whole lot. Natalie didn't want to address that because she was asked, why did you come separately to the studio? Mm-hmm. She says, I don't want to answer. She says, you don't want to answer? That's right. I don't want to answer. She looks pitiful. Like there was a thing, used to be an old doll called Pitiful Pearl. And you took the top of her head and you go like this and she smiles. And then the next time she's droopy. Her name was Pitiful Pearl. And that's who she reminds me of. This girl will never be happy, especially with him. I know they're going to be on, and we're going to start watching this one. It's going to be good. Happily Ever After starts on 4/25.
Can't wait.
That's going to be good.
Pitiful Pearl?
That's Pitiful Pearl. I'm telling you. I remember this doll, and just sad. She just never seemed happy. So I think she could be with Mike. I don't know. Pitiful Pearl could be with Mike.
Oh,
don't you think?
Gosh. Yeah.
And she dresses like the neighbor. So I think,
if Pitiful Pearl had a slit up to her baby door and had a cooking show on YouTube, I would think they were twins. I would think they were damn twins.
I know.
I've never heard of this doll, but I can't believe that a doll was selling named Pitiful Pearl. So the whole gimmick for her was like she just can be sad and she can be kind of happy.
Yes.
Poor, pitiful me. Poor, pitiful me.
Poor, pitiful Pearl. I see one of those Kringles in your future and you're eating it alone in the dark in your bedroom. Okay. That's just what I thought.
Dr. Melanie had a poor, pitiful Pearl.
Did you? Oh my God.
You have one, Nana?
I did not have one, but I always remember that doll because it was like Dr. Melanie is younger than I am. And I can tell she's probably my sister's age, right in there, my little sister's age.
Oh, younger,
and yeah, I can tell just because if she had this doll, then she was be my sister's age. Just like Chatty Cathy, that was past me. I like Chatty Cathy. My brother threw Chatty Cathy. You'd pull a string on the back of her neck, and she'd go, "I want to be your friend," and things and other phrases. And my brother we had a pool, above ground pool in our backyard. And my brother threw Chatty Cathy in. And when she came back out, she was going, so
save me, I'm drowning. Your brother is a serial killer. That's the first signs. Check it. Oh, Nana.
So, I mean, what are you going to do? I would hope my sister Karen's on here so she could speak to this, because I don't think they had Pitiful Pearl either, but I remember poor Pitiful Pearl. I remember that.
Pitiful.
I don't know why, but I'm so glad that, Doctor, that you had that doll, that I wasn't making this stuff up. Okay.
Natalie remind you, and thank you, Evelyn, for the $10 super chat. Said poor Natalie is a pitiful pearl. I mean, she literally is the personification of a pitiful pearl.
She is. I just look at her and I think, oh my God, and one of the things, and we're going to jump a little bit like we always do, but she was talking about, and when I say she, I mean Shawn Robinson. She was talking about who had things done to themselves as far as cosmetic surgery or some little thing that they've been doing lately to make themselves look a little better. I was really surprised that Ziad's girl, Rebecca, she looked good.
I say his girl. His girl. And his mom, Rebecca,
Yeah, his
She
mom,
looks
Rebecca.
great.
I thought she
had
looked
some
good.
stuff done. I guess it was some kind of Botox, not Botox, and
It
lipo,
was,
not lipo. So
but it
whatever
was
that
something.
is.
It was some kind of tummy thing. It was like a small tummy thing, mini tummy tuck. She called it, and she's down 2 pant sizes, which is you can tell.
Oh,
You can
she's
tell.
using that 90-day money well.
Well, she is, and if I were you, Rebecca, I would take that corset that you wore on your wedding day and maybe burn it in a campfire, and never show those pictures of your wedding again. But they were just talking about nip and tucks and enhancements, and Rebecca's said she had her lines in her face. Now she says she had lines here. See, and I just thought everyone did.
Me too. I have less lines here. I do have this new little mole thing. I have more under eye lines, and my eyelids are starting to droop. Do you have droopy eyelids? I feel like you don't.
Yes, I do. They're just starting.
No, you don't. Mine are way droopy.
No,
yours aren't droopy at all.
They're drooping.
Let's
but
DM
I'm getting
Rebecca.
I'm getting this business, and there's not enough makeup to touch that bad boy up. And then a lot of them. Right,
Grandma
true story.
had the dark circles, and I'm starting to get dark circles under my eyes.
So am I. And then I'm thinking they did the lips. And then Natalie was talking about the lips that she had done. Now, I don't remember her lips being plump, but she says they were really full and that she didn't like them.
You don't think they're full, her lips?
Well, I didn't think she had them done. She said when she had them done. Oh, I didn't think so. No.
Oh my God. That's the first thing I see.
They live in a forest. Where is she getting these lip injections?
No, before she moved to the forest, Nana, before he went out on a hike before their wedding and called it off, she had lip injections.
Oh, I thought, where is she getting this done? I mean, sap from a tree. What's going on here? But anyway,
Nana, these are her lips. I mean, these are some. Yeah,
I guess she does. I guess she does. I never, usually my eyes go to her eyes because of all that black liner. At least I thought she did.
This is saying Natalie has the natural lips that all the other girls in this franchise wish they had, but I don't think these are natural. I'm not sure they're real, just like this person.
No, she said they're not. Yeah, she said she had something done, and so did, and poor, Ziad, you can ask him a question and stuff, and God love him. He's pretty funny when he says, I have trouble because I love pizza. And then he goes like back and forth with his belly. That was good. I liked that.
Mm-hmm. At least that was like, he's #relatable in that moment, because I mean, Julia, it's just like, Julia, you're a baby and you're also, let me tell you a little story, Julia, and you're not going to like this story because it doesn't have the best ending. But when you're living in Russia, because I think she lives in Russia and the other 2 women are from Ukraine, Natalie and Yara, and you're go-go dancing, you're just burning all the calories and you're young and you're living La Vida skinny. Now move across the country, move in with Betty, the alleged serial killer, and Ron, who is red-faced and has to have some kind of heart issue. And you're just going to live and it's going to be cold and there's no clubs to be found anywhere near the cows and pigs. You're going to have to get the sheep to dance with you. And then you're just all of a sudden, you're going to keep living with your in-laws because it looks like you still are. And you're going to keep eating your feelings because that's what happens. It gets cold, you get sad, you eat your feelings. As you get older, you realize, what is this all for? What is the point of life? What is the point of being married to this man-child when he's still sucking on the teat of an alleged serial killer mom? And I'm just going to have another Pringle. And pretty soon you're going to be in bed at 2 a.m. And that's the worst time to consume calories and go right to bed afterward. And all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, now I went from a size 0 to a size 2. And now, a size 2 to a size 6. That's okay. Now a size 6 to a 16. And then you'll be welcomed into our lives and the lives of
sister.
a lot of people and a lot of Americans. So enjoy it while it lasts and quit telling people to just work out because you don't know anything about life yet. Thank you and good night. Thank you.
That was very, very well put. I totally agree.
Thank you, Dr. Melanie, for the super chat. Wait, did I hear correctly? When Tamara told Natalie, you look beautiful, did Natalie say, I know, I'll know? Who says that?
Who says that?
She says that.
Natalie does, but Natalie isn't from the Midwest. And the Midwest, we would never say, I know.
We would say, oh my God, I'm a disgusting bitch. Don't even compliment me. I'm disgusting. Ugh.
Like, and poor Ziad, I just feel bad for him because he wants to answer the question correctly. And they said, are you glad that she had these procedures and to make her look young? And he said, yes. And then she gives him this look like, what do you mean? Didn't
It's
I
a
look young
language
before?
barrier. He wasn't
Yes.
trying to be rude.
No,
I
I
don't think he was trying
know.
to be rude.
I don't. I'm not saying that he's trying to be rude. He's trying to answer the question, and he can never answer the question well enough for Rebecca. Rebecca is just, on his case.
And Rebecca is more affected by social media comments and being on this television show and what people are saying than she is by Ziad,
Yes.
because Ziad has been with her for a while. But Rebecca, like, it's crazy how you can have, and it's true for all of us, how you can have so much insight when it comes to other people's life, but your own life, you just shit the bed. And that was Rebecca, because I was like, dang, Sean, let Rebecca host this, tell all. She was killing it. And then it got to her and her daughter. And I know I'm kind of skipping ahead. I want to get back into
That's
notes.
okay. That's okay. I like the jumping.
When she was talking about the young woman whose family has a moving company, she just was so disrespectful about this young woman who was not flirting. It all has to do with her projecting her own insecurities about being with this younger guy. And her daughter said it perfectly. It's because of how my friend looks. Like, I know my friend, she wasn't trying to steal your man. She can get, like, I don't want to break it to Rebecca, but Ziad, like Chronically Brianna said, relatable king, but he's not for us all. I would pass on Grass and I'll pass on Ziad, and that's fine. That's not everyone's like, I got to get a Ziad. I want someone to sit on my couch and play video games and, be mesmerized by the dishwasher. Not everybody's like that. So
I know he just doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He has a hard time answering the question. I like the way he answers the question. He's very honest to a fault. Okay, 100% Joleen about Rebecca being more affected by social media. That is very true. Chronically Brianna is saying, let's jump a little. Let's go to Jovi, just because Jovi drives me nuts. Now, Jovi, when you're on TV and you think you're all that and you're wearing a beige t-shirt, you could have come up with something with color, something a little better than what you were wearing. True story?
Nana, it's the Kardashian Kanye effect. Now, me and Miranda talk about this on Saturdays. Everyone wants to look like the wall of a desert home. Everyone just wants to blend into the tans and taupes, and you got tan on taupe. Looks, borderline like people's skin, and they're just like, look at me, tauping it out. And you're like, can you bring some color back in? But no, it's the Kardashians. It's this Kanye. They've started these trends. It probably wasn't them. It was probably someone else, but they jumped on it. And now everyone is just wearing tan t-shirts or taupe tennies with taupe joggers with taupe tees, standing by a taupe wall, going like this with a taupe fanny pack around their tots. I don't know.
I just got rid of a bunch of those kind of t-shirts that I had I gave them to disabled vets. And
the disabled vets don't want them because that's like the new cool thing.
Well, I just gave them some new cool t-shirts because they didn't do anything for me. They just kind of blended in. I need some color like this. Need some color.
Yes. Well, you look beautiful, Nana.
And
we like color. We like color.
We're into color. We like color. Okay. So Jovi's changing diapers. So what do you want? A cookie? You got a baby? That's what you do. You change diapers. And the baby pooped on you. So what? You know what? You've pooped on everybody in this series already.
You probably paid people to poop on you, Jovi. So let's not pretend you were grossed out by that. There is not a doubt in my mind that allegedly Jovi has went into a club and asked a young lady to bodily fluid on him somehow. Doesn't he look like that type? He's the pee on me guy.
He does. He does look like the pee on me guy. I never thought of it like that. I could go back through high school and go, pee on me guy, pee on me guy. In girls' choir, that girl, pee on me girl. Yes, absolutely. So Jovi's changing diapers. Yara never heard the story of Jovi getting a private lap dance, and that was hurtful. Because they said, roll tape, oh boy. And there he is with a thing of champagne walking up these steps. And what do you think happened? Well, I think we know what happened. He said that she went topless and, was grinding on it. Well, there was more to it than that. I'm sure there was. And then
his genes were proof that if you check his genes, there's some DNA.
It was just sad because she sat there going, she couldn't believe what she was seeing. Why can't you believe it? And then her answer to it, or she didn't really have to answer to it, but she did, saying, there's nothing I can do. I'm in this shit. And then they cross that
That
out.
was so sad to me
I
because
thought so.
there is something you can do. You can definitely set your standards. I mean, you should have probably done that before you got married, but set your standards and go, no. And going forward, like they definitely need couples therapy, but going forward, be like, you will not step into an adult strip club like there's any other kind, Joleen. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the strip clubs, but you will no longer frequent those clubs because you're a married father now and you've had your fun. Like Realification saying Jovi's mom was the star of this part one because she really held his feet to the fire. Rarely do we see a 90-day mom truly go at her child and hold them accountable. We don't see that. We see a lot of excuses. We saw that with Michael's mom. It's like, all right, yeah, we know they're a bad couple, but your son is a gaslighter and he's kind of weird and manipulative and something's going on in the forest or some kind of drugs he's doing in the forest that's making him cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But Jovi's mom now that she's got this grandbaby, Jovi's mom woke up and she's like, I don't want the grandbaby to live the same life I did. Because we've been talking about this whole season how Jovi's dad and him are probably very alike. And how embarrassing. Your son is a new father and his pregnant fiance is at home and you gotta get your groove on with these dancers, which more power to her, support women entrepreneurs. I love that. However, Jovi, you've given enough support. And like his mom said, he's been on a perpetual bachelor party for all of his 20s. So
for 10 to 12 years. I loved her. I got it.
Get another bachelor in a bachelor party. The whole idea of it is like, if you're a partier like Jovi, it's so stupid because Jovi's mom's right. You've just been doing it all this time. And this isn't your last night of freedom. You don't lose freedom. If you go into the relationship like that, you're going to go in with a lot of resentment to think like, this is my last night of freedom. Then why are you giving up your freedom?
I know. It's so old school. It really is old school.
If you don't look at marriage like something better for your life or something that is going to actually open you up to so many more possibilities and opportunities, then don't get married. That's okay. If you think marriage is stupid, then don't do it. It's like, why are you even doing it?
I know. Yeah, I wondered why they got married in the first place. Let's get to 100 likes for our lean team leaders. Yes, let's do it.
Leaners.
I like it. The leaners. So what a fool to take a lie detector test. Jovi, what are you, nuts?
I know.
I knew a guy that had to take a lie detector test and knew damn well that he was the father of this child.
Was it Dad? It was Dad.
No, it wasn't Dad.
It was honey. For me. He didn't think he was like, we're going to Maury with Joleen. That kid looks weird.
And he did a bunch of downers before he went. Okay. He did some downers.
Who are these people you're hanging out with, Nana? And what's the downer? He did
Bonnie, help me. Bonnie, help me. He just did some downers before he went and he passed the test beautifully because he wasn't registering much. So Jovi, you are so silly to be doing this, saying, and the first question they ask is, have you ever slept with a stripper? And he said, no. What?
Even all your friends, even your own mother and father say you have, sir. So just say yes. And don't think you're above that because these ladies are far above you, Jovi.
Yes.
And you definitely have. You've paid, but he doesn't want to admit that he's paid for the intercourses. But he definitely has paid for the intercourses.
Sure he has. Sure he has.
Mm-hmm.
And what bothered me about Jovi, and I'll get off Jovi's ass, he kept saying, yeah, but that's in the past. In the past? It was a couple weeks ago. Or it was, before the baby came. Are you kidding me? In the past? In the past is 10 to 12 years ago. Mm-hmm. This is not in the past. This is the present. And you certainly shouldn't have gone upstairs with that girl. And when he said his friend made him, really, Jovi? Wow. It's just...
like Nalani saying, define slept with. Like, did I fall asleep as she was telling me how great my future marriage is going to be? And I fell asleep on the other couch from her? Yes, that's what I did. Oh my gosh.
I know. I mean, some of these people couldn't lie to save their soul. And the idea of going to a person and saying, yes, I'll do this lie detector test. That's how much he thinks of himself. He is a liar and he doesn't know how to lie. Okay.
You think there's any hope? I know there's no hope with dope, but do you think there's any hope for Jovi to improve himself and be a better father and husband? Because when Yara came in, she was like, I see how much he loves his daughter. And then it made her emotional. Do you think there's hope for Jovi, or are we just going to look at we're just going to watch
Jovi go down the same path over and over and over again. And she's going to forgive him over and over again. And
she thinks she's trapped.
And it's very sad. And more or less being in this country and being his wife now, I think she is too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Too bad.
It is. I think it's very sad. I think it's very sad. Okay. When Joey walks in the club, the strippers are like jackpot. Yeah, no kidding. Like he's got a good job. He's got a lot of singles.
Nana, listen to this. Realification said that was the same lie detector guy that was on Vanderpump Rules with Lisa during Puppygate. And that guy, they have questioned the validity of this guy. Apparently, he jumps from reality show to reality show. We don't know you, sir. God bless your hustle. I was going to say struggle. But he's been in quite a few reality shows, even in addition to Vanderpump Rules. So he's got a pretty good gig. I want that guy's gig.
Now there's somebody I really miss, Lisa Vanderpump. And I don't miss Jax. I don't miss those people, but and sometimes you forget their names, you know, they're not around you every week again.
Well, they're all having babies and Jax didn't pay his taxes. So shocker.
Surprise.
Surprise, Brittany. Congratulations on that catch you got as you're about to give birth and your husband owes all these back taxes. And of course, he's blaming other people because why take accountability when you're 50 years old?
I know. It's so sad. And there was no place for Vanderpump Rules to go except for to take the two Toms and make a Tom Tom show. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That to me would be great. I would watch that.
He did Teen Mom as well and Marriage Boot Camp. So I think Teen Mom, Shannon Van, I think he's the one that gave Amber's ex-boyfriend, Matt, who ended up going on Sherelle's World and Without a Crystal Ball with Katie Joy, which is a woman who lives in Ham Lake, Nana, who has a YouTube channel. And she's very controversial. She's a Minnesota lady and she's very controversial. And she's suing people and people are suing her. And she's, trying to get channels taken down. It's just a very interesting lady. And so she did work with him for a little bit, this Matt, and then also a little bit with Sherelle. And he had fallings out, I think, with everyone he's worked with allegedly. And then he had to do a lie detector with Amber, his girlfriend at the time, who was on Teen Mom because he sought her out because he was trying to date teen moms. And she bit. And so he was like, okay. And then this lie detector guy came in and gave him lie detector. And I think he failed and she went to hit him. It was dramatic. So this lie detector guy has the gig. He has the gig I want.
Does he do Maury's show too? You are the father. I'd like to know. I don't know.
I don't think so. None of your business. Are Jovi and Yar going to be on the spinoff? Yes, they are going to be on.
They are. And that's, I think the spinoff's going to be good. That's just me. I think the spinoff's going to be good. April 25th. Now that is a Sunday too, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be good.
We're just saying it's going to be good. The more times we say it's going to be good because you got the mom kisser back. What's his nuts? Who mouth kissed his mom? Like remember she went in and his sister's back and
his sister was nasty.
Yeah, so Gogurt is back. That's his. What did we call him? We called him soft serve. Did we call him Froyo? Froyo's back.
Yes.
And Froyo and the sister gets in another fight. And I don't like you. And then it's going to be very dramatic, Anna.
So you are so right when you said Gwen, and is the standout on this, and that's Jovi's mom. Gwen wants her son to be a stand-up guy. She's a little disappointed, a whole lot disappointed.
Yeah.
And she said, there's nothing I can do about this, but she's going to talk to him later. Okay. Ziad looks super interested in the American strip clubs. Yes. And so did Brandon and Brendan. I always say his name wrong. Brandon says, I've never been to a strip club. Oh, surprise.
Mommy won't let me go. Ron and Betty sometimes strip down for the hot tub and they say, welcome to the strip club. And I have to throw ones at them, but not in the hot tub. It'll dirty the water. Me and Ron and Betty take our clothes off to go in the strip club.
Money is filthy.
To go in the hot tub.
Oh, Natalie's not wearing her engagement ring. Did that surprise anybody? No.
She was clearly cooking up for her channel before this. She forgot to put it back on.
That's just it. That's just it. And most people said they believed her when she said she didn't want it stolen. Who was going to steal it off of you? I didn't understand that. That was the stupidest thing I ever heard.
When you live in the forest and you go to the city, you get worried that people are just going to.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Now let's go. let's go back to Mike's mom. Oh, honey.
Oh, and here, okay, not the dichotomy. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but the difference or how Tamra. Let's for a second recognize Tamra. Tamra really cleaned up, and I thought she looked very nice, Tamra. And Mike's mom did the opposite. So Tamra
Mike's
and Mike's
mom's
mom
got
show up.
her bangs
no.
up to here.
She did a self bang cut.
Yes, she did that long stringy hair.
But Tamra cut it up a little bit. She got a little more modern. She had a nice little layered look. I think maybe like a longer cardi or something for the party over some kind of blouse. And I was like, Tamra was upgraded, and Mike's mom was downgraded.
Yes. Well, Tamra had to layer because she has so much stuff in her house that she has to wear most of it. Okay. So that was that. That was her layering look. And that's fine.
Stay at my house. I got too much stuff.
I got too much stuff.
What, Tamra?
You got to love that. Okay. Mom asked the neighbor to object to the wedding. This is Mike's mom. Ouch. And Tamra said, I'm not going to do it. And I'm glad.
Would you ever do that? You have 2 kids who are married. Would you ever have done that? If I tried to marry my ex that you hated, would you have done that?
Oh, yeah. I would have done it myself. I wouldn't have asked anybody to do it. I would have done it myself.
Yes, exactly. You show up and you do that shit yourself. You don't ask poor Tamra. Someone in the chat said, people always asking, I'm sorry, it went by a little too fast. People always ask, oh no, sorry, I think it was Rawan. Yeah, people always asking Tamra for favors. Like, what is Tamra?
Poor Tamra.
Yeah, are you guys paying her to be like your personal assistant? Drive me to Seattle, stay at my house, go get the credit card, break up this wedding, take care of Uncle Bo, come to the party. You know, everyone wants.
Take care of Uncle Bo again.
She doesn't even have time to clean her house or her car. She doesn't have time for your shit, you guys. Take care of Uncle Bo.
It was horrible. Mike's mom, horrible. You looked horrible. You sounded horrible. That was a terrible thing to do. And Natalie sat there and she didn't look surprised.
Master Blackjack says Mike's mom ran out of butter. Remember when she was like, butter's good for you. Mikey like butter. Butter make Mikey big guy in forest and lion get mad over. Returned ring. Mikey never forget. Mikey live in manufacture home, big mad. Mikey have one good recliner. Mikey love cat.
Oh, it's Mike's mom deserves nothing. Mike's mom.
Mike.
Please. Yes. I mean, and then he's all, well, she gave me life. Well, we're not going to hold that against her. But
maybe we will. I don't know. She gave you life. And she was a butter advocate, but this was it was a lot. Listen, yes, I'm tired of Natalie and Mike's relationship. I think it's cuckoo crazy, but your son is they're 50% responsible, each of them, for the cuckoo-ness of it. So for her to just blame Natalie, and she came in and tried to change him, girl, he changed on his own.
That's right.
No, we can't just blame Natalie. Mike has been stringing her along on this power trip. It's
been horrible. It's been horrible to watch. It was horrible when they went back and she's crying. And I mean, even Tarek's sitting there going, oh, this is uncomfortable, and it was. Mike seems like a horrible man, MB says. And I totally agree. And I used to like Mike. I thought Mike could go into commercials and do the brawny man. You want to be... Yeah, the brawny guy.
Picked him for who she would want to hook up with on this cast if she had to pick someone. If someone was holding a gun to her head, she would bang Mike. And now you probably take that back.
Well, it's only because Mike was bigger than me. And I like that. I could get a couple more Kringles in me to catch up to Mike. That's all.
And then, so we have this whole situation where Natalie says that Tamra told him he was going to cheat before the wedding at the bachelor party. So he disappears for like 4 hours. And this is again where like Jovi has a moment of clarity being like, you can't do that to her, man. That's wrong. What if she was gone? I'm like, Jovi, keep that energy for your relationship. Like, you need to remember this stuff. And he was, but according to Mike, did he really want us to believe he just went out in the woods in the dark?
For 4 to 5 hours down by the river?
I think he was angry masturbating.
Big fat guy in a little suit down by the river that lives in his
okay. He's all mad. Stay away from me, bears. No, he went somewhere. And yes, Natalie's jealous, but I wouldn't put it past him to go hook up with one of Tamara's friends.
If you can find him through the clothes. I know you're here somewhere.
Tamara, you said you had a hot friend at your house. I can't find
Take her right by the second box on the left. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I just felt, I mean, there was something wrong with his story. You know, you don't go sit by the river unless you brought a case of beer with you.
Unless you have a van down by the, not in the dark, Nana. I mean, with wild animals by yourself, it seems sus. Was he burying a body before the marriage? He's going to be an unsolved mysteries.
I just felt, you know, and I'm not a Natalie fan, but I felt bad for her. She just like, oh, very toxic couple. Yes, Jam LeBlanc saying. Did I say that right? LeBlanc?
Yeah.
I think I did.
So I think you did.
And she kept calling his phone and he wouldn't answer. I think that's horrid. That's horrid. At least answer the.
Yeah, you could
answer the damn phone. You know, was this the day of their wedding?
This was the day.
I think it was.
Or was it the day of or the day before?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was gone 4 or 5 hours, that went into the wedding day. And then he comes back and just calls it all off because he just wasn't sure. Okay.
I'm not ready. It's like, bro, you gave the ring back. It's time to nut up and just get married. And if you're not ready, then go back to mommy and go marry your mom or something. I
really have had really enough of them. Is Morris in the house? I think I saw Morris. Hi, Morris.
Yep, Morris is here. Morris
welcome, honey.
Doing double time. He's watching BKmessiah.
I know he is. I know
he is. Thank you for the support. Thank
you for coming in with us. Joleen using SUS. What is that?
Sus. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Suspicious. Yep, I've been playing a lot of Among Us with Lucy. So with the sus realification, he took his fleshlight. I think he did. I think he took his. I guarantee Mike is that guy that's got a drawer full of fleshlights. I believe this guy is. There's more to this manufactured home than just the recliner and the cat. The smelly.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Closet.
You know, and it shows him, starting his little fire. He was starting his own little fire down by the river, and we know it. Okay.
In his pants.
Brandon and Julia. It's not my house. It's not my rules. I'm pissed all the time. She didn't have to say anything more than that. And she could have just sat there quietly because that just summed up her life.
It really did. It really did.
Julie says, it's her mistake. She didn't like the apartment that Brandon had picked out because they were ready to go.
He was saying a home at first. Like I had a home and land and all this stuff. And then she's like, the apartment. And I'm like, well, what is it? Was he going to buy or was he going to rent? It's very different.
He was looking at both of them. He was looking at both of those things. And I think he just didn't have enough money. And the apartment that he could afford, she didn't think was good enough.
It was in the barn. That's why, because it was in the barn. It was next to the pigs. And Betty put a hot tub there with a rule book that said, don't wear your clothes in the hot tub or Ron's face will get redder. We do not want Ron's face to get redder.
Poor Ron. If you get through this, Ron, without having a cardiac arrest, you're doing really good. Betty and Ron, when they showed up, I mean, her hair isn't as tight. I was real happy to see that.
Yeah, it was a little looser.
Little looser. But she was upset that Julia was a go-go dancer because right away she thought people would think that she was a stripper.
Honey, it's
and what did she did competitive dancing? What? Okay.
I mean,
I know. I had a hard time with that.
Why do they even care? Like, listen, you're whatever you are, whatever she is. I don't know what they are. They're farm people. They're farmers.
And then they go out to other jobs during the day.
They're swingers, allegedly.
Yes. And that's allegedly. And Julia said, she's doing this for Brandon so he doesn't have to come home after work and feed all these animals. So she was doing it for him. So I gave her credit for that, even though she hates it. She's afraid of it. But most people, when Ron and Betty came on, they were all of them kind of rolling their eyes like, oh, here they come.
Strippers make lots of money. Yes, they would. That would only help them move out of the house and get their own place. Like realification. Ron, the red-faced senior.
Ron, the red-faced senior said.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I loved Rebecca and Tariq calling Betty out for her BS because the invasiveness of this woman planning for making plans for Julia's uterus and not realizing how far over the line she's went. If your little wiener son doesn't know how to put a condom on his little wiener,
I know he doesn't
that's
like
bad
to. Oh,
parenting. Then it's not on Julia to just
if
be on the pill. They both have to talk about and decide. And if they get pregnant, they get pregnant. That is not something that you should be involved in, and you need to cut the cord, kick them out, get an apartment. At this point, Julia and Brandon are going to get what they deserve because this is too long to be. What are you doing with your 90-day money? I know Stephanie said it's not that much, but I think to Brandon and Julia, it would be a decent amount. Just get an apartment you can afford at this time and just be like, Julia, do you want to live next to the pigs and Betty and red-faced senior Ron? Or
now,
to want to live in a complex where we can wear our suits or whatever we want in the hot tub. We don't have to be naked in, Ron and Betty pubic stew. We can just like, can you just imagine those two in the hot tub?
Gross. Oh, stop.
We're done, guys. And then everyone else has to go in. Yeah, stripping is a job. That would be a great job. Like what?
Anything. Time to get a job. Time to get a job. She's got her. Now she has her green card now. Is that how this works? She'd be able to go out and get a job. They could get an apartment. He works, she works. That's the way it's supposed to be, kids. Everybody's got to work. You don't get something for nothing except for you're feeding the pigs. Julia says, I hate sheep, I hate goats, I hate pigs. Okay, thank you, Julia. You can sit down now.
And then Brandon says, I know the work sucks. And Ron and Betty were like, oh, how could he say that about the farm and the dog compound he's going to inherit? It's like, this dude doesn't want to be a dog breeder with hot tub rules. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to be an exterminator with a hot wife. That's what he wants, Betty. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what he wants. And Julia, just sit down and shut up and quit telling people to go to the gym and call them lazy. Okay? If you want to see lazy, let's look at Julia. Mike can do, like I said, I think Mike will be great if he just wants to do those brawny commercials, like the big guy, the big lumberjack guy.
Well, we're back to Mike.
I think so. I just, because I turned the page and there is Mike again.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Again. Got it.
And then we talked about the nip and tucks and the enhancements. And someone told Natalie that she should have her nose done. Nobody should tell you that. I
don't think there's anything wrong with her nose. I think
her nose is fine. She just wanted to be able to say something without sounding like Mike was, stomping on her head. 21-year age difference on Ziad and Rebecca. And they're all saying,
Ooh.
oh, you can't tell. You can't tell. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Did you notice how Julia had a hot take on this too? She said, no, that's not how it works. Julia's got all the answers. She's like
for somebody so young, she really does.
A very cocky early 20-something where we didn't necessarily see this side of Julia until the tell-all. And now I'm like, boss her around, Betty, a little bit, because as she speaks more, I'm like, oh my gosh. She said, no, that's not how it works. Men are not attracted to older women. And it works the other way. Like she didn't say it in those words, but that's what she was implying. Yes. And I'm thinking, oh, Julia, you were just born. Like you literally were a fetus 2 days ago. And now you're married and you got married in tennies, God bless. But you live in the farm with Ron and red-faced senior Ron and Betty. You haven't lived a life, miss. And
no,
I was so annoyed with her commentary.
So was I. Sit down, Julia. You've said enough. I hate the pigs. I hate the goats. I hate it all. Okay.
It does make sense why he's attracted to her because she really is a Betty in training. She's a complainer. She definitely wants control and wants to be the one in charge like Betty is to Ron. Do you see Ron? Ron had his nuts removed years ago. Ron was castrated. Ron hasn't seen his balls since Betty, the alleged serial killer, buried him in the backyard. Ron, she said, if you're good enough and if that hot tub stays clean, you can see your balls again. So every day he's working for the balls to get the balls back. But I don't.
He's never going to see his balls back.
Never going to see his balls.
Never.
And Julia is going to do the same thing to little Brando, who we don't even know if Brandon's balls have dropped. So I don't know if Julia has to worry about getting pregnant.
Doesn't he look young? I mean,
he looks like you should be in a car seat. The police are going to pull her over when she gets her driver's license and say, ma'am, why is your son not in the car seat? Why
And when she grabbed him and said, "He's all mine," oh, honey, you can have him.
Honey,
You
no
can
one's
have him.
asking
That's all
for
right.
him except for Betty, who buries balls. That's it.
Well, and I just want to get back to that. It was a little sad that we weren't seeing Stephanie and Ryan or Harris or whoever she's
It would have been epic
now.
if we could see
It
them,
would have
but
been so
unfortunately,
good.
she's done so much outside of the show and so many interviews and divulging
Oh.
information that maybe she's not supposed to, that I think that's what's keeping her. And I also think she herself says she wants to cut ties with 90 Day and they don't pay enough and all this, that, and the other thing. But something tells me if the price was right and the celebrity was there, she would show back up. So
see, I'm not even watching The Price is Right anymore. You talk about The Price is Right. It's just not the same because they can't show the studio audience and they can't have the people sitting next to each other. Mm-hmm. So it's just not the same. And somebody tell Drew to cut that beard and crap off. He looks so much cuter without all that. So
I'll DM
please
right
do.
Now. Nana said, "You look like Andruff with your neck beard, Drew. You don't want to be Andruff. If you don't watch 90 Day,
you're cuter than that." And Master of Blackjack Channel 2 is saying, who'd guess that Zed would be the smartest person in the room?
For real,
certainly not me, but he did. I mean, he was pretty darn funny this time around. I thought so.
Skibo says Ron smiles a lot. I want to no, he has to, because she already buried his balls. Next is his wiener. He's trying to save his wiener. Allegedly, she's an SK serial killer, and I mean, she's more than Eileen. What's her name, Nana? The woman serial killer?
Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt was not a serial killer. She just cut off a dick's dick. But, woman power, Lorena Bobbitt.
Her name was Eileen, wasn't it? That serial killer.
It was that lady across from me, Nana.
Okay, sorry.
And Stephanie's suing 90 Days, so they're probably not going to have her back.
Okay, then she's not going to be back. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Amira doesn't want to see Andrew, doesn't want to look at his face, and she looked a little creepy to me, I thought. She just looked a little creepy. And she says, they asked Andrew to leave. Oh, okay. Bonnie's saying Eileen Warnos.
Warnos? Yeah, something like that. Warnos.
Okay. And
sorry, I'm just highlighting all the names.
They're saying Aileen Warnos. Okay,
let's say Eileen, pronounced Eileen, Nana.
Whatever.
That's the correct spelling of Eileen. Like Isle?
She spelled it wrong.
AISLE? Okay.
She spelled it wrong. But anyway.
Somebody's sensitive about their name.
JOLEEN. Okay. Okay, so Amira, I don't know, she just looked different to me. I mean, she looked very pretty and stuff, but there was something a little creepy about her too. And I think she
maybe it's because she's terrified of Neckbeard getting a hold of her again and talking her into all these.
Well, when did she finally wake up? Was it? I mean, come on. Which
time?
The
airport, I think. Finally. It was at the airport when he had been texting her all that mean shit and disrespecting her, and she had a panic attack. And then his mom was like, "How do we know if she had a panic attack? We don't even know." And it's Mom, take several seats and do your hair too. Why do all the mean moms have bad hair?
They have terrible hair. Just wash it, dry it, do what you can with it.
Little products. I mean, don't go by what my hair is doing today, but I'm not on TV. I'm just on YouTube. And maybe.
My favorite though is Andrew. Andrew, I'm leaving here. I am leaving here. If I can't stay here, this isn't fair. I'm going to take my backpack. He picks up his backpack. And nobody cared. He threw his suit coat and that vest thing that he was wearing. I mean, he looked like a float in this thing. And he just should have been throwing candy out to the kids. He did. He looked like a float from a parade.
Yeah, you can't fat shame.
I can when it's him. And he's walking out the door. And what does he say? Can somebody give me a ride to the hotel? I mean, come on.
Doesn't he have an Uber? Jesus. Like, you're leaving work early. If I walk out of work, I don't then ask my boss for a ride home.
I know. That's not a good sign.
That's public transport, bro. Call your mom. Are you sure you need a ride home? Yeah, he's sure. And we're thirsty at a panic attack.
And we are sure. Andrew is disgusting.
He had his mom in his backpack.
I know. I just wonder what the hell he had in there.
I don't think it's a real panic attack.
I don't think it's a panic attack. I don't know.
your sister's, what was it? Your sister's baby shower for this? It's like, he's the brother. Why does he have to
Why
go?
does he have to go to the baby shower? Really? I mean, I do like it that they're making men go to these baby showers. It's everything that we've had to do forever.
Yeah.
So on Andrew's live birthday, Nunya's saying this.
Nunya.
Nunya. So
None your
Nunya,
business.
none
None your
business. None your business. So on Andrew's live birthday on Instagram, Andrew said he got the massage in Mexico because he was in an ATV accident. And they had showed the ATV accident. It would have been totally different. Yes. Oh my God.
No. Yes, it would have been different. We would have felt like there was a little bit of justice in the world, but no, we wouldn't have sympathy for you, sir.
No, not at all. And
he was in an ATV. When you're in a legit accident, you can't go then get rubbed down, bro.
I mean, oh, please.
Go to the chiropractor.
Yes, go to the chiropractor. They will help you. You don't go for a massage. And as your girlfriend is being detained at the border and you've done nothing to help her or get her back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm afraid 90 Day will bring Andrew back on their singles dating show. Oh my God. Why doesn't Andrew and Ed just hook up and call it a day?
They deserve each other. Honestly,
he asked for a ride. Isn't that the funniest thing though, you guys? Come on. That one hit me because he says, can I get a ride back to the hotel? You know, he's just, I'm doing this and I'm leaving and can I get a ride back to the hotel? Sure you can. I was about ready to give him a ride back to the hotel, just get him off the stage. So it's next week's going to be so good because we're going to see Sarah, Mike's friend. That is also a girl
who got married, and Mike slept over at her house on the couch without his shirt on.
Do I think anything happened? I don't.
The audacity, as Spicy V from BB Can would say, the audacity to sleep over there. No, nobody's trying to bang Mike. If she was drunk and she was just fell into a
no, maybe. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening.
Again,
and I want to see. Sarah looks kind of cute. You know, Sarah's got.
I didn't see what she looks like. What does she look like?
Well, she had a little dark, short haircut, and she looked cute. And I like how they do it. You know, like they asked her about it, and then she stops and doesn't answer right away because we have to tune in next week. But I think next week ought to be pretty good. I'm loving it. Did we hit on everybody?
I think we did. So we got Jovi and Yara. We didn't hit on Tariq and Hazel, really. We did a little bit of the Minty they talked to. They couldn't come because they were exposed to someone with COVID. So they were quarantining and in a different room because Tariq's like, I'm afraid she is going to stab me or punch me or something.
And hit me with a plate, he said. Hit me with a plate.
That's what it was. Hit him with a plate. And Tariq, I thought, had some good, we talked a little bit about how he was holding Betty's feet to the fire, Betty's perm to the fire, if you will.
Yes.
And a couple other people, and he was involved in the stripper conversation, what happens in a private dance. And Tariq said, you talk about history and you get to know each other on a spiritual level, something like that.
And I thought that was pretty funny because everybody knows, here's Jovi just walking up the steps. You know what happens. Stop it.
You know what happens. The audacity. Jovi's the type of guy to pay. Like I said, he most likely paid for some bodily fluid stuff.
Yes. I think he did too. I mean, come on. Right then they should have had Bill Clinton's face in there. I did not have sex with this woman, but they didn't.
Sexual relations with this woman. Watching Joleen Nana is way more entertaining than the tell-all. It was lame. Thank you for saying that. We appreciate you so much. None your business. So I think we covered everyone. Then I think we did too. We got to talk about Gwen. Gwen was a star of this one. Betty and Red-Faced Ron the Senior. And then Andruff, he's gone. Hopefully we never have to see him again. But like you guys were saying, he'll probably be asked back. And Brandon and Julia, definitely kind of changed my opinion on Julia a little bit. I know she's young though, so she can progress, but hopefully she's not a true Betty in training. And Yara was very opinionated, but also very sad that she feels kind of trapped. Like, what am I going to do?
I don't think she was surprised at all seeing that.
Yeah.
He came home pounded. She was not surprised. Mike's chesticles laid on the same couch Sarah sits on. Cheater in Natalie's eyes.
That Natalie's like, you don't look at another girl. You don't let her sit on your recliner. She doesn't pet your cat. Only I kick your cat. Like help for Mike's cat, because I'm just afraid what
I
really goes
know.
on and
I
what the cat
know.
has to live through. So yeah, so we will be back. Okay, Realification is a $25 bid for Nana notes.
Thank you, honey. I will get these notes to you, and I have little things on there that maybe I shouldn't have, but no, I think I did pretty good with these notes this time. Tell all part
Yay.
1. Can't wait to tell all part 2.
I know. So the tell-alls I think are always they're usually fun. And then Nana and I, in case you guys weren't here in the beginning, we will be covering Happily Ever After starting on April 25th. So we'll remain at our Monday time slot even after the second tell-all, because by then it'll almost be the 25th, and we'll be able to do a couple lives in person because you'll be visiting me. So that'll be fun.
I'm so excited about that. That'll be
Yes.
nice. Now, what room are you in now? Are you in the main house
The
right
office.
now?
Yes, I'm
You're in the office? Okay.
Mhm.
Are we going to be doing it from the office?
Yes, we'll be doing it from
All
the
right.
office. And you guys, just so you know, again, if you weren't in the beginning, here in the beginning, make sure you subscribe to Joleen Vlogs, my vlogging channel, because Nana and I will be having some little adventures, and I'm only going to be posting those on my vlogging channel. And I put a vlog up recently of my vaccine and stuff like that. So my vaccination experience, I should say. And so if you don't want to miss me and Nana's little travels we're going to be doing and the fun we have, and maybe we'll go live on Insta while we're watching an episode or something. So make sure you're following us on Insta.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, on Instagram at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram. I think we should do that, Nana. Remind me. We write that down on your thing.
I
so
love
I remember.
that. Okay, what was it?
Okay, she loves.
That's what we're gonna do.
Instagram.
That's what we're gonna do.
We'll go live while we're watching
Instagram live
the episodes, and then we'll do a live. We'll probably do it Monday, but now that we're in person, we could do it right after the episode. But we'll probably wait till Monday.
We could
for our normal
too.
Time slot. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll keep you guys.
Let's keep it to Monday so people know.
Yeah.
So they can plan ahead too. Believe it or not, people have lives. I'm just not one of them.
I know I'm not one of them. I'm just can't wait till you get here. So we're going to go live on Instagram, watching some of the episodes, and then we'll be going live on YouTube to talk about it. So make sure you're following us at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram and at 90 Day with Nana on Instagram, and then subscribe on the YouTube to Joleen Vlogs. It is the pinned comment in this live, and Nana is going to hang herself with her new purse. How nice.
I love this purse. Eric, thank you. I love this purse.
Yes, and you'll see Nana and her purse in
yes,
the vlogs.
Yes, when we go to look at the homes and stuff, most definitely. This purse will carry lots of fun things for me. Thank you so much.
Well, you guys have been
a lucky purse.
Yes, it's going to be a very lucky purse. You guys have been wonderful and lovely. And I think at one time we were 190 some strong. So thank you for joining. We're 173 strong.
Oh my gosh.
Sure
maybe it was just the bush.
I think it was your giant bush that just lures in the fans.
It does.
Nana. So thank you for supporting us. There's a lot of other 90-day recappers you can support, and I suggest supporting them all, except for a few that I don't like. But other than that, support everybody. And thank you, and subscribe to us. And
thank you, everyone.
Nana.
Thank you. I love you too, honey. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you in person. I have some things that I'm putting in a suitcase. I got oh, it was so, those little mini muffins. I got a nice mini muffin pan. I got a couple little towels for you. Just kind of fun things.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of fun things.
I can't wait, Nana.
I got some.
Hang out, best friend.
I know. And I got these really cute sandals that I'm bringing for you. So I think you'll like them. Yeah. I asked Lucy, do you think this looks like Joleen? No, honey. No, Nana, they're Kohl's.
Okay. All right. Yes. I'll post on the Facebook so you guys know. Nana will remind me because she is my Facebook reminder. She's like, we didn't post on Facebook. I'm like, oh yeah, Facebook is still a thing. And then I remember. But thank you for the super chats. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next Monday. I know some of you miss us on Fridays, but we'll be back on Fridays.
We're going to be back on Fridays as soon as.
They dropped a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer that we might have to hop on a live to talk about because pretty meaty now that Erica Jane is facing charges. So,
kids, you just pay your taxes, pay your bills. Okay, Jax, we're going to sign out with that. I love you.
All right. Love you, Nana. Love you guys.
I love you too.
Bye.